Imagine a universe that is not silent, cold, and dead, but teeming with life, intelligence, and spiritual warfare. You are Dr. Ransom, a philologist kidnapped by madmen and taken to Mars, only to discover that the Red Planet is a paradise of floating islands and benevolent, non-human intelligences. But this is no simple adventure. It is a profound theological and philosophical exploration of what it means to be human in a cosmos that has been fractured by sin. Welcome to the Space Trilogy, the monumental, mind-expanding, and deeply spiritual collection comprising Out of the Silent Planet, Perelandra, and That Hideous Strength by C.S. Lewis. If you love intellectual sci-fi, allegorical fantasy, and stories that explore the battle between good and evil on a cosmic scale, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in speculative fiction, blending the wonder of planetary romance with the terrifying reality of a world losing its soul. The narrative kicks off in Out of the Silent Planet, where Ransom is abducted to Malacandra, Mars. He expects a barren wasteland, but instead finds a vibrant alien ecosystem governed by the Oyarsa, a spiritual guardian who reveals that Earth is the silent planet, cut off from the rest of the universe due to humanity's fall. The atmosphere shifts in Perelandra, Venus, a world of endless oceans and floating continents, where Ransom must prevent a new fall from occurring, engaging in a tense psychological duel with a possessed scientist. Finally, That Hideous Strength brings the conflict back to Earth, where a sinister scientific institute seeks to sever humanity from its spiritual roots through technological control. Lewis excels at making the alien feel familiar and the familiar feel alien, turning every conversation, every landscape, and every moral choice into a high-stakes gamble for the soul of creation. At the core of the trilogy's massive appeal is its spectacular cosmic theology trope and the brilliant allegorical depth dynamic. This isn't just about space travel, it's about understanding the nature of obedience, temptation, and redemption. Watching Ransom navigate the complex social structures of the Hassa and Sorns, debate philosophy with angels, and confront the banality of evil in a modern research facility is incredibly gripping. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the prose to life, making the lyrical descriptions of alien landscapes, the sharp wit of the dialogue, and the heavy, panicked breathing of a man facing the divine feel incredibly real and deeply immersive. But beyond the spectacular intellectual mystery and the sci-fi mechanics, the soul of the Space Trilogy lies in its characters and the heavy burden of truth. Ransom isn't just a hero, he is a deeply flawed individual, struggling to understand his place in a universe that is far larger and more mysterious than he ever imagined. The emotional anchor of the story is his transformation from a skeptical academic to a humble servant of the Maladeldil, a journey that resonates with anyone who has ever questioned their purpose. The audiobook format elevates these intimate moments, making the quiet, desperate prayers and the devastating losses of innocence feel just as impactful as the explosive, world-shattering revelations. As the plot accelerates towards its climax in That Hideous Strength, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A coordinated attack by dark spiritual forces threatens to destroy the last remnants of goodness on Earth, forcing Ransom and his allies into a spectacular, high-stakes confrontation. The finale is a breathtaking display of spiritual brilliance, overwhelming moral courage, and raw, unbridled faith. Ransom doesn't just save the day, he bridges the gap between heaven and earth, delivering a deeply satisfying, emotionally resonant payoff that proves humanity's greatest weapon isn't its technology, it's its capacity for love and obedience. The Space Trilogy is a triumph of the Christian speculative fiction genre. It is smart, terrifyingly beautiful, and unapologetically profound. C.S. Lewis has crafted a masterpiece that perfectly captures the thrill of the ultimate moral mystery. Plug in your headphones, open your mind, and join Ransom. The universe is speaking, and its voice is louder than you think.